In this video, I will show you how to detect contrast ratio issues in BenchAI slides. Start off by pressing the scan button. From here you can see that many issues have appeared, but right now let's focus on contrast ratio issues. We can actually see that a lot of text has a poor contrast ratio. To learn more, we can actually click on the WCAG definition using this link. Over here we can see that there's tons of information regarding contrast ratios, and we can definitely use this knowledge if we wish to implement a solution ourselves. Now let's go ahead and locate some of the issues that are present and see where they appear on our slides. Over here we can see the BE is inaccessible. And here we can see that AI is also inaccessible. Now let's locate the next two issues. Great, let's go ahead and start the fixing process now that we've located every single problem. Simply hit the fix button on the text whose contrast ratio you wish to fix, and you should see it change before your eyes. I'm just going to repeat this process for AI as well. Great! It seems we've taken care of all the contrast ratio issues on this slide. However, that's not actually the case. On a slide, we're only able to access the main background color. If we have a shape, such as this, that's on top of the background, we cannot detect its color and cannot accurately determine contrast ratios. As you can see, this text has been hidden from us. If I remove it, the text is now visible, and that is also the same reason why the issue does not appear in the scan. It is essentially because we're only able to access the true background color, so that ratio is used to determine if the text is legible or not. In the end, always make sure that your text is on top of the original background and not an additional shape, image, or anything else. With that out of the way, let's now go ahead and fix the final two contrast ratio issues. I'm going to do that by simply hitting Fix All. Great! We've now fixed every single contrast ratio issue in these slides. Next, I'm going to show off an interesting scenario that can occur if you use a custom background image. So I've gone ahead and added a new slide whose background image is not a standard color, but rather a custom image. And what you will see here is that we will be unable to fix any contrast ratio that uses a setup like this due to the fact that there's no way to detect the one singular color that's in place. So let's go ahead and scan to see this in action. Now that our scan is completed, you can see that this warning has popped up telling us that we have a non-solid background. So whenever you see this, just take a look at your slide and ensure that you are using a solid background, otherwise you are exposing yourself to endless contrast ratio issues. Now you can comfortably solve any contrast ratio issue using BenchAI. Thanks.